Introduced to many of you for the very first time. Don't play the music yet. Little D. D, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. It's great to be here with you, man.
We're going to turn this into a major moment for you.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to call a friend of mine.
Okay.
All right? So before you perform, I'm going to reach out to one of my dearest friends in the world, and I want him to hear you rap. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, Lil Wayne joins us now.
Oh, my God.
L-Dub, what's cooking, baby?
I'm goody, man. Let's go. I want to hear what he got.
Yeah. We here in the studio right now. Craig Carton, the legend. Lil Wayne, the legend. Shout out to Wayne, man. This is an amazing moment. The Knicks are in the finals. It's an amazing moment. We going crazy. Let's go. Yeah. Listen. I'm an OG like Ananobi. You know me with Jalen Brunson. Ain't no discussion. We bout to win the trophy. And Karl Anthony Towns is smacking them down. Putting other cats in the ground. We advancing for rounds like McHale. Building bridges with lyrics I wrote down. Second I grabbed the mic, I'm moving like Coach Brown. Heard they want to smoke now and wonder where I got it from. We so official like Mitchell. I'm straight Robinson. Try to run. Alvarado, Shamit, we the top ones. Jordan ain't stopping until we run out the clock, son. You and Vibe in my Puma Clyde surprise. Knock a still drop a deuce like Miles McBride. Do or die, ready for war. We making things happen. Jalen the team captain, all you other teams capping. Live from the Mecca, you can see the garden packing. We put them in cardiac from the second that heart attack on Miss G.
All right. Lil Wayne, what'd you think about it?
That's 1,000,000%, man.
Oh,
That's
man, Wayne, I
1,000,000%
appreciate
right
you,
there,
brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can always appreciate it when you can when somebody put their mind to something, man. That man, he didn't slip on one ball. You got to really listen to that. You can't just hear that.
Yeah.
There's a difference between hearing and listening. You got to listen to that man.
It's time to step inside the Octagon with your host, Ike Feldman.
What's up, party people? What's up, YouTube chat? You guys are savages. You guys are ruthless. Welcome to the party. What's up, Instagram fam? What's up, fight fans? What's up, combat sports community? It is I, your boy, Isaac Ike Feldman. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing extremely well. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. My freaking goodness. I had the privilege and good fortune enough to be in the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, NYC. I got to get used to that. That shit repeats. While the Knicks were wrapping up a watch party, there was an 18,000 seat sold out watch party inside of Madison Square Garden, kind of under the radar. I heard that it sold out in 10 minutes and everybody's watching on the Jumbotron. They did some fun acts on the floor. I don't know, maybe they could have done a mini Jumbotron and filled up the floor. They probably could have got easily 20,000 people inside Madison Square Garden, but there was watch parties everywhere in the city. Police were on freaking high alert. I got to, what do I got to do? I got to show you the, let's see, Daily Mail Sport USA. Here we go. There was some craziness in the city last night. Absolute craziness. Here, I got it on my Twitter a lot faster. Let's go. Shout outs to WFAN. Shout outs to Craig Carton. Shout outs to that young rapper. Holy freaking moly. You got, what was it? You got Lil Wayne to comment on his performance. Mad freaking respect to that. That was awesome. If that doesn't get you fired up, like the new Madden cover, let's go Caleb Williams, the new Brett Favre, no doubt about it. Oh yeah, if you guys want to get involved, chat. comment below. What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat? We're working on it. 3 weeks in a row. Holy moly, I'm doing it. Thursday, recording State of Combat. That just came up last week. I don't even know where that name came about. Obviously, love all things about violent things that people do to other people under sanctioned governing bodies. So if it involves elbows to an eye socket, if it involves kicking somebody with the ball of your foot up their nose like a something out of me or whatever it's called, like that's what I'm into. Besides power slap. I don't know. That is violence. That is sanctioned, I guess, but I don't know. It is a crazy sport. I heard that the UFC PI, according to Joe Rogan, and I think he had D-Rod on, Daniel Rodriguez, who did time. I think he did 8 or 9 months in a Mexican prison, and there's footage of him coming out, like, training with those cool, like, Bane masks, that, like, when they run up the mountain, like Tony Ferguson used to do. Maybe it's like a Mexican thing or something. Yeah, maybe because of the freaking amazing cardio. I heard that's actual, like, a genetic thing. To have great cardio is genetics, I guess. Yo, Ethan, what up, dude? What up, chat? Just send your Venmo or Zelle if you want to donate to the show. You will get an applause. Or maybe a gong. Yeah. If you send 100, you get a gong. You get a big gong. Oh my God. Life is good. Life is good. As you just heard, what we had? Danny James. Shout outs to Danny James for doing the damn thing on WFAN. That was wildly impressive, and dude, super talented. Very, 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 very talented. Sounds way older than you would think. I mean, I guess that was like Action Bronson when he burst on the scene about like 12, 13 years ago. Everybody was like, is this Ghostface Killer? Is this Ghostface Killer? And I wonder how old Action Bronson is now. So if he's in his 20s, that would be like literally what the... Okay, 42, so what was it? 2013, I first heard about him, so that's 13 years ago. He was 29. Danny James, 24, doing the damn thing. But Action was 29 on tour with big-ass hits, so Danny James got some bricks to lay down and some steps to take before he gets to that Action Bronson level, but we will see. I mean, he was given the platform. He killed it. Lil Wayne, Tucci, he commented, and yeah, so this was the scene. If you guys can see this, throw it, add it to the stage. Add it to the stage. Add it. Where is add it? Add it to the stage. That's what it says on my end. It says, would you like to add it to the stage? I'm not doing like a stripper DJ voice. Add it. Is there an add it? Add it to the stage. Yes, I am. Yeah, my feed, the TL was a bunch of Nick stuff. They changed the Statue of Liberty, which ironically, shout outs to Big Nick Energy. Ironically, the Statue of Liberty was given to us by the French, the Francois. Merci, merci, thank you. But in this social post, we got Statue of Liberty throwing up the Jalen. Let's go. Oh, okay. So this is where I was. This is literally me filming it last night. Yeah, was that a cool media watch party? But wanted to get in the frame, man. Wanted to be in the mix.
Oh, this is the Batman movie.
This is the Batman movie. What a genius person that said that. This is the Batman movie. Wow. Yeah, what a scene. Pretty freaking amazing. People were going crazy. My boy, co-host Calvin Milner, Daily Mail Sport USA's lead producer and host. He was funny and he's smart. So, if you're a good host, if you know how good you are, you want to fight for airtime. Calvin out of the spur of the moment, throws me the mic, interview. I think because he knew, yes, that I fit in well to this frat boy party, this Barstool Live, WFN Live party. And he's like, dude, you're doing the interviews. I'm like, I've never asked him to do an interview. And then he's like, you're doing the interview. And I was screaming with them. I got a Let's Go Knicks chant going. That might be on camera. Might be on the work phone. But yeah, this dude was climbing up MSG. Pretty wild stuff. Able to see, able to capture. Completely sober during this event. Full of Buffalo pizza. Shout outs to Gotham Pizza. I think it's like the Chelsea, Tribeca area. But Gotham Pizza. Phenomenal buffalo slice. I could eat a whole freaking pie of that pizza. They were so kindly enough to let us use our chargers and get some work done out there. Yeah, so you got that. Alex Pereira freaking is the antagonist in a movie called what is it? Onslaught. So this
an emergency meeting.
This looks bad ass. Could skip through. Yeah, she's a trained mom, and then all of a sudden some shit goes down. And that's Alex Pereira. Yeah. From the what? Producer. Yeah, that's Alex. There's Alex. Alex. More Alex. Alex Pereira. Dude who is on the freaking cover. I might need to get out of the full screen. Do not want to get pulled. But Alex Pereira. Cover of EA Sports UFC 6. That's him again. He's the Butcher. Scary. 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 It looks like he pulls it off. Yeah, Alex Pereira. Get Onslaught this September. Check it out. This was cool too. The NYPD ban on Knicks watch party were lifted, so all the chaos went down. Yeah, Justin Gaethje thing. Oh, this was pretty freaking entertaining. So this was 5 pro fighters, MMA fighters, obviously. It's 1v1v1v1v1. And yeah, this is like if the Purge was in a cage, basically. So this was fun. This was wild. Yeah, it's like, what strategy do you go with? Are you going, like, do you want to form an early unity, and then you're like, you do like a duel at the end, you're like, yo, bro, it's you and me, we're throwing down. We made it this far, let's fucking go. Like, what's the strategy behind it? These guys are clearly teeing off on the God of War guy, who is not the God of War any longer. Looks like Kratos hit what rhymes with Kratos. And then the one-on-one. This was wild. And to have the energy, like, I wonder. Okay, it was a 15-minute. Yeah, I knew that. So we got down to about the 6-minute. 11 minutes straight? Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. You gotta be. I hope they won $1 million for that. That's more Alex the Butcher. More Knicks. So it's Knicks. It's Knicks. It's UFC. What else we got? No boxing really has popped up on the TL. White House promos. Oh, this is me last week. UFC 6. Shout outs to EA Sports. Shout outs to the wonderful people behind the scene. I will confirm if I can give them a shout out. But not completely confirmed yet. I will wait till it is sent. But the kind folks at EA Sports are sending a copy ahead of time of UFC 6 EA Sports. Full release June 19th, but to your boy a little early to review in the office. and do some wonderful content. Daily Mail Sport USA. Check that out. I'm guessing it should be out by probably 3 days before the release. If it's the 19th, probably the 16th, the latest. That would make sense. So what the 19th, 20 is a Friday, so 19th is a Thursday. Yeah, if I could get it out by even the Monday, that would be perfect timing. So big stuff incoming. Daily Mail Sport. Check it out. Oh, this was fly too. A lot of good freestyles are popping up. So this guy goes around and asks them what words. They each come up with the words. About 8 dudes. So besides having like not photographic, but like listening graphic, ear graphic, memory, and remember what each of these guys said, he then works it into a rhyme. It goes over the span of 5 minutes, so I'm not going to play the whole thing. So if you guys can see, he's saying the words, sweeper, preposterous, tater, two seam. So then,
Preposterous sweeper. We're gonna have some fun. Can we do this?
so pay attention. If you can see the words at the bottom, tater, lumber, Oklahoma, two seam fastball. I'll give you maybe 4 of these. It flows though. This was Yankee spring, not spring training. Where are we? June. Maybe minor league baseball. I don't know. He was somewhere with the Yankees. Maybe this is old. Who knows? Stop asking me. Leave me alone.
He be holding the wood bat that's made of lumber. H-Mac, I leave enemies injured. Chop through the tree, then I'm yelling out timber.
Shout outs to Goose Stud Fights, NYPD, Mr. Montalvo. Appreciate you guys for joining the stream, joining the chat.
H-Mac, I be rocking major spots. In fact, I fry instrumentals like some tater tots. Mac all up on it, you know the flow fatal. I got lyrics that people can dig like potatoes. Every time I rhyme, I rep for the underground. Yo, it's an honor to be out here right by the mound with the Yankees. They'll thank me later for the bars. Every time I spit these lyrics, people know I'm going hard. I told y'all, Harry Mack the flow controller.
Come on, get to Oklahoma.
Florida out to Oklahoma.
There you
All the way to New
go.
York. This man will be
My
live.
man.
I said, why Oklahoma? He's got family ties.
My man. Fading you down, but not fading you out. Love you, bro. Great shit. Yeah. There's an Ilya Taporia documentary coming out on HBO Max. All right. So, guys, obviously, the UFC White House card, people are completely believing that Ilya Taporia is just going to walk in there, came, saw, conquered. But that could not be further from the truth. I think so many people are sleeping on Justin Gaethje. And am I the only one that sees so many ways and reasons why Justin Gaethje is the man with the plan? Huh? Is everybody blind to the fact that this sport is 90% mental and 10% physical? You can have the most abs, the hardest punch, the smoothest spinning back kick, the strongest squeeze with jiu-jitsu, the most lightning reflexes. But if your mind isn't right, none of that matters. Absolutely none of that matters. And I think a lot of people are underestimating the effect of a divorce, especially that high profile, especially that public. Like, I think we've barely heard about Connor's D. Devlin over the years. You know, she's kind of been in the back scenes, taking care of the kids, kind of, I guess, like, just being there for Connor, whatnot, while he does his lunacy. But with Ilya Taporia, we saw his wife all over and the little boy all over. Embedded, Countdown, you know, he was all in. He was married from the jump. Knew her for a long time. The kid looked to be 4. I think he'd known her for about a decade. That's a long time. And that's pre-fame. So she was there from the jump. She believed in him when he was the only one who believed in himself. So that's a real one. And to have the split happen at this point where he achieves the fame, the fortune, the opportunity, it hurts the most. It's not like a famous Kevin Durant who was just spotted in LA with a new woman who's not his wife or his ex-girlfriend. Like, she's meeting him when he's one of the top 10 most well-known active basketball players on the planet. It's going to be awkward, the first date, because she's got to just be cool and not, like, freak out while she, like, there's a, like, when Ilya Taporia's ex met, they didn't know where they were going to be in 10 years. You know, Kevin Durant, hundreds of millions of dollars, I hope. And you better believe he's paying for the first date. Yeah, 1,000% Kevin Durant is paying for the first date. Ilya Taporia, it's a coin flip. You know, at that point, maybe he was making $500 a fight. Maybe he wasn't even fighting yet. Maybe he was, I don't know, doing construction or some type of blue-collar job or doing some, like, paper route with newspapers. Who knows where Ilya Taporia was, what he was doing when they met. But I think it's being very underestimated, and I think the UFC enticed him and fast-tracked him to get him back from that divorce. You would think that's just as worse, if not more harmful to your fighting career than what happened to Justin Gaethje at UFC 300. Yeah, Gaethje's somewhere on this poster. Yeah, he's right here. I don't know if it pops up on the stream. But Justin Gaethje, UFC 300, the greatest, most wildest, most insane knockout of all time. He was on the negative end of that. And that could have cost him everything. That could have cost him, I mean, you never want to say somebody's life, but he wasn't moving for about 3 minutes. You know, they did that standoff. Not the Mexican, it's now the Hawaiian standoff, where the point down and the swing one foot in the tire and swing away. And Justin Gaethje full on wanted to participate. After he did Rolling Thunder, I don't think enough of that is made. That Rolling Thunder where it's like you do a front flip and you try to knock him out with your heel. He did that, and then Max Holloway stepped away, easily evaded, matadored, no pun intended, the Rolling Thunder, stepped out to the side, made space, and then pointed down. And Justin Gaethje, you could see, take a big breath, and it was like, all right, here we go. And he's obviously not shy and will never turn down a competition. He's obviously extremely competitive to get to this point, but he has that sort of extra gear to participate, because we see Max Holloway with Ilya Taporia. Obviously, the fight didn't reach the end of the fight, but we've seen him with Ricardo Lamas, Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, and nobody wants to participate. Especially, that's how ingrained it is into everybody's head, even the fighters at the highest level who are not intimidated and believe they can beat Max Holloway. It's got to be ingrained in their head. So when he points down, they're like, I'm beating you, from Charles Oliveira, or I got kids I got to take care of, and this is my last fight in my hometown, if you're Dustin Poirier. And you're like, I don't know if I can full on commit, because there's that, like, back at that nauseous feeling, or that safety feeling, the flight or fight feeling at its core. Like, it's almost like you're killing the man. Like, you're agreeing to, like, both swing your swords, both shoot your bow and arrows, both pull the trigger at the same exact time. And let's see what happens. Like a John Wick movie, the end of that last movie. Yeah, it's a wild thing. And Justin Gaethje full on committed and was all about that. And it obviously didn't pay off. And he was slept. He was slept at 24 minutes, 59 seconds. And yeah, it gave us the greatest knockout. But it gave also Justin Gaethje a lot of clarity to the end of his career. You know, at that point, he was more than the back nine. He's probably hole 14 or 15. And you could say that knockout bumped him up a hole or two. And I believe he's at hole 18. I believe that the UFC White House fight is his last fight, no matter what. I believe somebody's getting slept. And Justin Gaethje, go check it out. I can't talk about it enough. Justin Gaethje with Stephen A. Smith. Go check out the full 40-plus minute interview. It is freaking phenomenal. It's the greatest MMA interview. Stephen A. Smith, and I say MMA with an MMA athlete. It's not Stephen A. Smith obviously breaking down an omoplata with Justin Gaethje. Who would listen to that? This is Stephen A. Smith, the greatest entertainer, talking to one of the least known crazy athletes in my mind. Your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, Justin Gaethje. You know, we don't really know too much about him, and I think everybody else underestimates his intelligence, his game planning, his strategy, his work ethic, his focus. You know, because of the crazy highlights, because of the I don't give an F, what, like, I'm trying to get back to the feed. I got to get better at the multitasking. But yeah, let me just play some, like, video in the background. Okay, you got a couple more minutes for me. Just pay attention to the lovely video. I'll even give you... No, I can't give you volume. I'm sorry. Maybe at the end. Maybe next week we'll close with some volume promos by the UFC. I haven't even watched these. I just retweet them. I want to get back to it. It's almost like a bookmark it. Like, it's incredible what's about to happen. The UFC is going to be at the White House. Inshallah, God bless. Oh my God. And speaking of inshallah and God bless and White House, Sean freaking Strickland, you're an animal. You're an animal. And you're bored. And you got too much time on hand. And you guys are just being sold. He's selling. You're buying. You guys suck. You guys absolutely suck that you're buying what Sean Strickland's selling. He's a very intelligent guy. If you know anything about his story, he grew up in a very volatile environment with his father specifically. And Sean was a very quiet, reserved, I don't even know if he was a stoner, but picture like a stoner, skater, out of shape, skinny, big baggy clothes, emo kid. Like, that was Sean Strickland. And now he's the freaking American representative? No, he's always been the introverted, very intelligent, very well-spoken word merchant. And you guys are looking at him like he's good old America. And he's kind of built this persona. Maybe he's seen it from his dad. Maybe he's seen it from a neighbor. But Sean Strickland was a very shy kid. And mixed martial arts gave him confidence to fully express himself and not give an F, to be protected, that he could say whatever he wants freely. And you guys are giving him what he wants. A lot of attention. Obviously, he enjoys attention. He fights half clothed in front of 20,000 people for a paycheck against a guy who wants to knock his lights out. So yeah, you guys are buying what Sean Strickland's selling. I would really love to sit down with Strickland and he could say, I hate everything about you. And I still want to hear that. I want to hear why. And I want him to explain himself. And I think once you get past all of that, I think you guys are going to be bored with Sean Strickland. Like he is right now. But UFC White House is happening. Next week, thank you to all the people involved to make this happen. This is very special. In 1993, the sport was invented, and now you are getting the sport that caught my attention in 2005. Literally, I was watching, I don't know, something at my sister's. She was babysitting me. And she just flipped it on Spike TV, and it was a marathon. The Ultimate Fighter Season 1. Chris Lieben, Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonnar. Who else? Season 1. Was Kenny Florian in Season 1 or Season 2? But point is, yeah, the sport caught my attention. 21 years later, it's now at the White House. This was not free, or you didn't subscribe. It wasn't on cable TV. wasn't widely available as it is today, like Paramount Plus. It was Spike and pay-per-view, and then to get to the Fox deal, that was huge. That changed everything. That really did. And it was probably because Fox created FS1, Fox Sports 1. It was their secondary sports station. It was their full-time sports coverage where they do talk shows, they do college football, they do baseball, but they also filled it with UFC, and it grew massively. So they had a 7-year deal, 2012 to 2019, with Fox Sports. It was, over the course of 7 years, it was $750 million. And then in 2019, it did so well because it caught fire with the Conor McGregor era, with the Ronda Rousey, John Jones, Brock Lesnar, especially Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor, he might be, I think he did it again. He literally did it again. Nobody said this. Conor McGregor did a second Ultimate Fighting season without fighting his opponent. If you guys remember who he was supposed to fight in the Ultimate Fighter the first time he filmed it, on the Fox era, I don't know. I'll figure out a prize. I got Dustin Poirier's hot sauce. Literally, I got a Monster Energy drink from an event, still unopened. So they may have like Dana White's sweat on it, if that's what you're into. Fun fact, crazy story. Had the chance to interview Ariana Celeste, and if you guys are too young to know who that is, or just a casual fan tuning into my stream, thank you for both. Welcome to the party. Very chill party. If you don't know who Ariana Celeste is, Google her. You're welcome. She's a beautiful cage girl for the UFC, the OG. I believe she was on like the covers of Maxim, possibly Playboy back in the day. She was a big deal, and had the chance to interview her. And I asked her what's like the creepiest thing involving a fan, and she said I could find the interview. She said the fan asked her to work out, get sweaty, drenched in your own salty sweat, take those workout clothes, I assume it was a well-covered sweatsuit that she was wearing, and squeeze out the sweat like a sponge into, I guess, a bag or container or a water bottle, and that man will buy it off her. If you guys, just guess, pick a number. I don't know. Pick a number that you believe that she sold her sweaty workout clothes for. Pick a number. And while you pick a number, I will play some thinking music.
You're thinking right now. You're thinking, oh, wow. Mike said that she sold workout clothes. Now, she's a well-known gal, and some creep bought workout clothes. 1, how did he get her contact? 2, why did she reply? 3, she sold her sweaty workout clothes for
$15,000. Wow. I mean, slap to the creep, but she made a paycheck, and she's probably healthier for it. Her husband might have said, hey, made a burner account and wanted her to work out more. Maybe he felt like in between the pay-per-view card, she was slacking working out, so he just created a burner account. And he's like, yo, Ariane, I need you to get to the gym. Yeah. So good for them. That's a great relationship. What else? Yeah. UFC, rappers. Things are good. We're just killing the time. Oh, Dana White was on the cover of Time, and everybody's calling him the Kingpin. Well, he's always been the Kingpin, and I think he leans into it with the look and the suit and the white and the black and the shaved and the bald. No doubt about it. But yeah, if this is real, Dana White made the cover of Time. He's doing a ton of press right now for the UFC White House card. So yeah, congrats to Dana White. Congrats to TKO, Ari Emanuel, and the UFC, all the staff, the wonderful staff. It's a big deal. Excuse me. I just had Kiefer. Is it Kefir or Kiefer? If you guys want to comment in the chat, let me know if it's Kefir or Kiefer. Yeah, Jay Opatai versus David Benavidez could be a thing. That's the boxing news. When did the last? That's like, wow. It's like 10 days ago. It's been, people got that amazing or almost amazing. Yeah, speaking of it, was this a stoppage? Was this fair? Was this the right stoppage? Did Rico Verhoeven or Verhoeven, however the boxing community has been saying it, did Rico Verhoeven deserve a fair shake, or did Joe Gigliamatti stop it too early? Joe, let us know your thoughts, please. Rico Verhoeven, shout outs to Jesus Christ, yes. Alexander Usyk, wow, what a performance. Thank God you got out of there and you kept your clutch, Gene. I think everybody's fooled right there. Right there. I think as he was falling, it just, not good body language, but he caught himself. I don't think he was like laying on the ropes like dead man, like a scarecrow hanging. Like I think he was all there. I think he was just tired, He's fought 9 rounds in a night. I heard that he did 3 3x3. What was it? He did 3x3 kickboxing fights. And yeah, he's leaning forward, he's lunging forward, and it was a misstep. As he's stepping, gets caught, falls through the ropes, and Alexander Usyk, extremely clutch, as my boy Dan Canobio said, which is true. To pull this off in the 11th round, mad respect. But you would have wanted to see a little more finality. I don't know if there's a thing where the boxing referees think they're doing the mixed martial artists a favor by jumping in there. Conor McGregor could have took way more. His body language wasn't good, but if that was a UFC fight, they would have kept fighting. I'm talking about McGregor versus Floyd. And with Rico, the same thing. I've been literally talking this whole time without showing you what's going on. This is the fight right there. Yeah, hold on. So when he falls through the ropes, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't. Add it to the stage, please. Add it to the stage. We need you to add it to the stage. That's what it says on StreamYard. Add it to the stage. Please, add it to the stage. Right here. He's definitely not out cold. He moved his arm right away. I mean, I would have wanted to see the judges' scorecards. Mike Coppinger, Ring Magazine, former ESPN boxing reporter, host, analyst, journalist, everything. He had Rico up like 9 rounds to 2 at this point, which I don't think was fair. I think it was more like 5-4, 6-3 in favor of Rico. Usyk's power was definitely clicking. But in terms of volume, I got to go with Rico. And if you guys didn't know this, Rocky Marciano had the same freaking style. Go look at Rocky Marciano's fighting style. He did the same thing, the crutch, and then he would explode for an overhand, right? But like the same thing, like what was somebody put the clip Rico Verhoeven's boxing style legitimately, and it was Me, Myself, and Irene, where Jim Carrey's like, how can you hear what you can't see? How can you hear what you can't see? And if you, I don't remember the movie exactly, but I remember the scene. If you guys don't believe me, go look it up. It's a perfect gif. It's a perfect, absolute gif. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here you go. Everybody was saying this was Rico style. Again, I didn't add it to the stage. Add it to the stage. Here you go. Was this Rico style, chat? Did Rico have that style, and was he getting Usyk off his game? Yeah, pretty close. Not bad. Very funny. Very funny. Good job, Bizzo Bond. The name's Bond. Bizzo Bond. Cut. Change the name to James. Take 2. RP to Kyle Busch. Very sad. Very sad. Forbes has released their highest paid athletes, and Jake Paul is number 23 in the world. Not too shabby for competing like once a year. Obviously promoting the hell. I wonder if that comes into account his what would it be? His purse and him as a promoter might be more than 70 mil. Pretty freaking impressive. He will be, if he stays on this track, and it seems like he's got everything under control, and Nikisa and him vibe really well. If he can just keep moving, grooving, by the time he's 50, he'll have a greater promoting career than Dana White and Eddie Hearn combined. Yes, by 50, which is still 20 years, so he's got work to do. He's got to fight Canelo, he's got to fight Conor, and maybe rematch Tommy Fury, and I think that closes the book on his fighting career. So I think he could do it. I think he'll be done fighting by 35. Yes. And then if they want to get crazy, him versus Logan, if they want to, like, if there's some beef at a wedding, who knows? Those two are crazy. But Canelo, number 2 in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo, my goodness, 300 million. No Floyd Mayweather. This has got to be a couple of years in a row now that we're not seeing Floyd Mayweather on the top athletes. Insane. It shifted to Jake Paul. And Canelo set up, Floyd set up Canelo. Canelo's got to thank Floyd for allowing him to fight in there. He was young. He was probably like 24, 25. And Floyd was like probably 32. And Canelo stepped up in there with all the restraints and weight restrictions and rehydration clause, as they professionally say it. And yeah, Canelo got in there with the greatest boxer of this generation. Terrence Crawford, maybe last generation. I feel like Terrence, it's a different generation, right? How long is a generation in sports? Is it 10 years? I believe a generation in life is 25 years. Could be 30 at this point because of the extended life expectancy towards us humans. I would say last generation. I would say Terrence Crawford's this generation is the greatest boxer of this generation. Yeah, so these are the scenes going back to Rico and everything. I talked about Rico. Travis, where you at? Where'd you go? My man Travis, that was chaos with you. Don't be scared, homie. Don't be scared. Shout out to you, Travis. Appreciate you, man. Please, get back in the fight. Please, Travis. You need it. You need it, Travis. So yeah, this is my Twitter profile. I think I'm always gonna throw this up. Got my reel over here. If you want to learn more about me, got my profile picture. Well, now I'm in the chat. That's weird. I'm on the chat, in the chat. Weird.
I think that's a dream within a dream. What did you just do?
What did you just do? Shoutouts to Strong Island. Shoutouts to The Matrix. Yeah, so you guys just learned something about me. All right, 45 minutes in. Pretty good. What do we got on the UFC docket? What do we have coming up? Oh, jumped the gun. Bilal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim is a phenom and extremely talented. Has been having these Apex main events, and we'll be having another, but at the Apex, I mean, pretty he undefeated? I'm pretty sure he's like undefeated at the Apex. So I'm going. Oh man, this is a Kamaru Usman. My goodness. This is a Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley fight. Think about it. You got the young, talented welterweight who has a cleaner record, who they can build around, who's a fresh face in the division, has years and fights and main events ahead of him, versus the former champ, who is extremely experienced, obviously well-balanced, has done many laps in the game. Does Bilal Muhammad pull a Kamaru Usman and shut out the young Bonfim? Very excited. I've been looking ahead so much to the White House, and can you blame me? This is amazing. Ariel, stop. Stop. Again, you're bored too. Ariel Helwani was like, he has White House fatigue, was the actual quote. Shut the freak up, please. This sport, are you not involved with the White House? You acted much crazier for Netflix on MMA than the White House. It should be on par, regardless of if you're working for Netflix MMA. That's called being a journalist, but maybe you're just an entertainer. Maybe you're just an entertainer. And I'm an entertainer, I believe. So I'm not trying to be journalistic. I guess I can be biased towards one and another, but I wanted Netflix MMA to be phenomenal. And it was. And it's one of the greatest MMA cards of all time, especially viewership, especially the performances. But you can't knock what the UFC is putting together and what they're trying to accomplish with the White House. To me, they scripted a beautiful fight. And I'll get back to the pick. I'm procrastinating. It comes. I wouldn't bet this fight with Muhammad and Bonfim. But let me think. Back to the White House. It's beautifully scripted. The crescendo that it's going to go up, the careers that it's going to spotlight. Bo Nickel, Hokit, Derek Lewis, Diego Lopez, Michael Chandler, Mauricio Ruffi. Bangers. Banger. Amazing athlete. Shout outs to Kyle Dawkins in Philly. Shout outs to you. But the last two fights, my friends, could possibly be some of the most beautiful mixed martial arts, pound for pound, that we've ever seen. We've never seen. I mean, look at the athletes that that Usyk fights with Tyson Fury, a man who's like 6'8", who swivels on a dime like Lomachenko. Look at Deontay Wilder, a man who can just beautifully transfer his balance from his back foot to his front foot when delivering that powerful cross. Look at Andy Ruiz, tubby, but can freaking move and is to never be counted out. And then, of course, Alexander Usyk, a former cruiserweight, kind of like Alex Pereira, a smaller weight. You know, cruiserweight was 190, I believe. And maybe it's 200. Alex Pereira is the face of the UFC. And we're about to see him move up to heavyweight and a chance to hold 3 belts. For me, what would be special and a Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez would be if Alex Pereira was holding the heavyweight undisputed title. And I'm talking about John Jones if Aspinall can't fight. Or if it is Aspinall. Who knows? As long as it's the undisputed UFC fight. There's no easy fight after Gone. Jones, Aspinall, or Ngannou, if some miracle happens. Jones, Aspinall, Ngannou. Throw in Rico if Rico goes on a tear. Because there's no way Alex is going to wrestle. What does Rico have to train? There's no easy fight for Alex Pereira after this. And you could argue in the past, fighting Yuri on a rematch, in a rematch fight after a knockout, that's a great fight. Fighting Jan Blachowicz, who doesn't often have one hitter quitter power. We've seen him knock out a middleweight in Luke Rockhold, who's become chinny. That wasn't a crazy fight. Before Israel Adesanya, he really just intimidated Sean Strickland. I believe Sean Strickland saw The Butcher, the man in the new Onslaught movie, and he was just frightened, and he wanted to become friends with the man. And Alex Pereira has no easy fight ahead of him. Should he get past Ciryl Gane? He could retire if he loses. He could retire if he wins. But this fight is so important because of history. This chance is right here. We thought in 2020, after Conor McGregor came out looking great, said he wasn't drinking proper 12 for about 3 months in an Ariel Helwani interview. Shout out to Helwani when he was on ESPN and interviewing Conor, sit down, cameras, beautiful interview. Go check it out. Really inspiring. Conor was focused. He was present. He was there. It was the opposite of the Roadhouse interview. Complete opposite. 180 completely. Conor McGregor had that wonderful performance against Cowboy Cerrone. January 2020, UFC 246. And he says, I'm about to go on a season. I'm about to fight 2 more times in 2020. And what did that mean? That could have been on the other side of a title. And the world had other plans. And we all had to go into hiding, Conor McGregor included. And he probably fell off, and he was drinking a lot of proper 12. And I think that was the closest we were having to a champ status. 1,000%. And, man, it sucks. It sucks. Before that, I believe it was BJ Penn. I think he was a champ at 145, 55, and then obviously losing to St. Pierre twice at 170, but that was the closest. Conor McGregor after that. And now, in 9 days, Alex Pereira will be walking out on the White House lawn. He ain't worrying about bugs. This dude grew up in the Amazon. You kidding me? He could shoot an arrow and kill those gnats. He is not worried. Ciryl Gane, of course, you cannot underestimate how fleet of foot he is. The smoothest moving heavyweight that we've ever seen step inside the octagon. Literally moves like a lightweight. Extremely fast, point fighting. Go check out, if you want to see his speed, and this might be just an exacerbated example of it because of how slow his opponent was. Go watch Ciryl Gane versus Derek Lewis. Just completely in different gears. Somebody's just cruising down the highway, and somebody's trying to, oh, come on, baby. Come on, run his ass. Yeah, the completely different gears when it came to Derek Lewis and Ciryl Gane. UFC 265. Go check that out. Yeah. Still don't have a prediction for Muhammad Bonfim. But White House, my heart is completely with Alex Pereira. Who doesn't want to see history, especially after the performance that Ciryl Gane had, where it was the eye pokes? Yeah, he looked clean and was battering up the undisputed champ and Tom Aspinall. And I was the one saying that it wasn't going to be an easy fight for Aspinall. It was not going to be a first-round knockout for Aspinall. Like this fight next week, Ciryl Gane is fleet of foot. You know, if it's like a Call of Duty perk, fleet of foot. He's extremely hard to catch. And John Jones only caught him because he threw like a net on top of him. Tackled him, choked him out. Was not going to play the kickboxing game. Very, very smart game plan. Very smart. Again, John Jones is the smartest human inside of the octagon, but is the absolute dumbest outside of it. So, yeah, Ciryl Gane, I don't believe is going to be knocked out. Will he be battered? Can Alex Pereira time the leap in? Because if you know Ciryl Gane's style, the karate style, the low hands, the fast legs. Having low hands makes you faster on the feet, by the way. So you're a little more slower if you keep your hands up. But yeah, I think Alex will at least time calf kicks. He's going to throw high kicks because the lower body moves first and the upper body second. So even if Ciryl's moving back, you just blast with a roundhouse or a wheel kick even. If he could catch him with a wheel kick. I mean, I doubt it. At most on the forearm. But yeah, I think he's going to maybe blast leg kicks, teeps. Like maybe he plays the distance game. And this is what I'm predicting, that it's going to be an absolute technical kickboxing match. You're not going to see Ciryl Gane wait in the pocket, not get calf kicked. If he does, he's going to switch stances. And then he's going to throw fast jabs and be in and out of there. And he's training with boxers, kickboxers. And France obviously has a history of phenomenal kickboxing. So he's literally he's training with the best. And does he really have to grapple? Maybe not. It's weird that MMA Junkie put the weight up of Pereira. Interesting. They did that already instead of waiting. Yeah, I think it's going to decision. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah. Thank you guys for riding with the Ike. How we doing? We got any comments? What do we got? Oh, shout outs to my boy Khalid, competing this weekend. Said I shouldn't tell anybody, but now I'm streaming it. Appreciate you, bro. Love you, bro. Hope you do well. I know you will do well. You will be on that podium no matter what, obviously, but you will be on the top spot, and I know you will. I appreciate your modesty, your humbleness, and that needs to be rewarded, and it will be. Good luck, my brother. And next week, we'll be doing the stream, of course. I'm hoping I could get him on, but Marcus Reed, Black Star Reed, steps into the ring of combat. Burn, 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 burn. Wait for the ring of combat. The ring of combat. Yes, if I can get that up somewhere. Where is it? The thing. Never mind. Just trust me on it. Marcus Reed fighting next week. My man is looking phenomenal. And guys, prayers up. Tommy Beethoven De Janeiro is not fighting next week at the same card that Marcus was supposed to be fighting. He had to pull out. I believe it's the first time in his career. The man trains more mat time than anybody I've ever seen. So rest up, Tommy. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah. Rest up, Tommy. Yo, at Real Sataki Music, want me to chat with you live, son? What up, dude? You gonna rap? You gotta rap? I could rap you real quick if you want, but you gotta reply like, now. I'm about to play the outro music. I'm about to play the outro music in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, it's playing. Thank you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. You all wonderful people. Be like water. Don't try, do. You must see the world in a much more interesting way. You must look at the world through a prism. And then not. And then yes. And then not. Guys, hope you're doing well. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for tuning in on another Thursday. State of Combat 3. Ike is out. Peace.